All right, man, let's talk about the Quinnen Williams situation in New York. Apparently, Quinnen Williams, New York Jets are far apart on contract, especially after they probably spent all that money or going to spend all that money on Aaron Rodgers. They got a good defense, Sauce Gardner, a high draft pick. Another high draft pick was Garrett Wilson. I mean, shit, they got a number of guys. Elijah Moore, is it? He took the tackle out of Louisville. DJ Reader. I mean, you can go on and on. They got a lot of talent, young talent, and now it's time for Quinnen Williams to get paid. I think he was the 3rd overall pick in 2019. Guesstimation is he could be searching the contract. Jeffrey Simons got, whatever his name is, from Tennessee, 4 years, $90 million. He had 55 tackles, I believe, last year, 12 sacks. And obviously the Lions got a lot of money. And, my thing is this. Apparently he's supposed to be sitting out camp or whatever to start. So it ain't never good when a big guy sit out camp. It's kind of hard, they more susceptible with the extra weight for the soft tissue injuries and just major injuries overall. But let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The thing that make you really think that he ain't gonna get traded is that the Jets could have got compensation for him on draft night, and that's what you're looking for, a quick replacement in the year that they really want to turn the corner and take over the AFC East. New England ain't do much of nothing. Miami going there and going back at it with a Chinaman at quarterback, and Buffalo didn't get no better. Buffalo figured out they got to run the ball to be successful. So until they figure that out, they probably won't be successful. So I see him being there. He can sit out all he wants to. The real bluff is if he start missing game checks. And the messed up thing about sitting out is that, if he have a bad year next year, then the price go down. So I just see him, them keeping him and them figuring it out. But at this point, what he worth? I mean, you gotta say he probably worth the first, and then they gonna want compensation that's gonna help him now. So maybe if you lucky, that might push it to a 2nd and a 4th, plus somebody that can help them right now. And obviously, it might be some cuts where they can supplement him for now, but the talk will have to be starting around the 1st if you ain't trading no known commodities with them. And who would they want, in the Lions interior line? I mean, Anazorki beat up. Pascal, I don't see that really kind of being the fit right there. So, Elaine McNeil, I don't know. So, yeah, the conversation going to start with the 1st round pick for Quinnen Williams. I mean, got you 12 sacks last year. The year before, I think, was 7. The year before that was 6. He hasn't played a full season. He missed a game last year. I think he played 13 games his rookie year, 15 games the year after that, and I think he was around 13 to 15 last year. The year before last too. So, I mean, yeah, I'm willing to talk a 1st round pick, but you just got to think about it. What the Jets going to do behind him, and possibly maybe they drafted some people behind him, but I don't really see the Jets letting him walk. But if they can get a deal done for Quinnen Williams, I mean, that'd be a huge win for the Lions. Obviously, they still got that hole there in the middle of the defense. Jack Campbell kind of helps the run defense a lot better. He could fill holes that Anazoni can't fill, where Anazoni kind of, tying shoestrings down there, making tackles low. But, Quinnen Williams would put the Lions over the top, honestly. And I'd be willing to deal that 1st. Or you can do something 2nd in some known commodities, which is players. Then yeah, you start talking there. But very, very interesting though. I mean, obviously one of the benefits the Lions would have, I don't think they play the Jets next season. 2, you trade him to a whole different conference. 3, the Lions do got the money to pay him. So yeah, I don't know what their plan is. I mean, obviously we thinking their plan is, you hear Lee McNeil kind of slimming down, want to be a better pass rusher. You get a healthy Pascal who gonna play inside out. Obviously in their own passing situation, they put Aiden Hutchinson on the inside, but it got to be you know, most of us think the plan is they believe Levi and Zorky gonna come back and be healthy next year. You know, we kind of think that's gonna be, because you ain't really depending on Isaiah Buggs. No offense to him, I know he took a leadership role there, but you really ain't depending on Dog. So my thing is they must be, you know, counting on a trade with all the money left over post June 1st cut. So I want to say somebody else available, Ed Oliver, which won't be as expensive, you know. But Quinnen Williams by far is, you know, two AFC East guys, by the way. Quinnen Williams is by far that guy. Yeah, he's by far that guy. So no doubt. You know, either or you happy with, but if you can get Quinnen Williams, you know, especially if you can avoid giving a first round pick for him, that's a huge win. But, you know, but if you got to give, they say a first and a third or a first straight up for him, you know, yeah, that deal is done. That deal is done. But my thing is, what the Jets if they was really gonna move him, they would have moved him on draft night, so they can have a compensation this year and next year to fill that hole. That's the problem. Now, how do you get that compensation? Ain't nobody moving, you know, other than Buffalo. Ain't nobody looking to move possibly interior linemen. So that becomes the issue. You know, that becomes a major issue. You know, nobody really looking to move interior linemen, bro. But if you can get them, you get them. No doubt about it. If you can get them, you get them. So that's my thing about it. If you can get them, you get them. You really spare no expense. You pay them, put them in the middle of that defense, and you know, if Honest Rookie come back healthy, kick-ass tandem. Quinnen Williams, Aiden Hutchinson, James Houston, Pascal, you know, Romeo, Charles Harris, you know. But with all that money, it makes sense that maybe the Lions holding out. I'm thinking a post-June 1st cut, or maybe a trade. So we just got to continue to see kind of, you know, where they going to roll with it at. So, but yeah, in my opinion, Quinnen Williams, you know, he worked for first round pick and he worked the bag. So he made first team All Pro last year, 55 tackles, 12 sacks, first time Pro Bowler, first team All Pro. So he going in the right direction, 25 years of age, kind of go with your trajectory of your young defensive line. You're able to add, I know it's a pipe dream, Quinnen Williams to Aiden Hutchinson and company. You know, sound like a good game plan to me. So yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, TikTok, the whole nine. Peace.